Hi, and welcome to the second section of this course, Designing and Implementing our API. This section will cover multiple topics related to using HTTP APIs, and we'll use Google's Cloud Service as an example. We will start by showing you how to sign up to the Google Cloud API and how to get access to the developer dashboard. Then, we will continue by discussing the design of a well-structured API, and we will discuss a few theoretical terms, explaining Internet protocols, what is HTTP, and how synchronous requests are different from asynchronous ones. Then, we will continue with a practical exercise connecting to the Google Cloud API and trying to use the sentiment analysis service. First from a helper application called Postman, then by implementing our own client in Java. Finally, we will discuss testing, validation, and error handling. Now, let's continue with the first video in this section. Sign up for the Google Cloud API. In this video, we are going to look at the cloud and what does it mean. Then, moving to the Google Cloud API and explaining what does it offer. Then we will discuss the services that we are going to use and how are we going to use them. Finally, we will create a Google Cloud API account to make sure you have access to the developer dashboard. First of all, let's discuss the cloud. If you are spending much time online or following the news, it's very likely that you have heard this term before. To help you understand what the cloud is, we will go back in time a bit to traditional hosting methods. Typically, an application is running on a dedicated server. This server is a physical machine with its own specifications, processing power, a certain amount of RAM, and a finite amount of storage capacity. The cloud introduces two new concepts to hosting applications or websites: delegation and scalability. By adopting cloud hosting for your services, you as a developer are not responsible anymore for the infrastructure behind your service or website. This is being taken care of. Also, scalability is a big factor in adopting the cloud, as using the right cloud technology will allow you to scale by a large factor without caring about resources. As an example, if you're trying to store too much information on a traditional server, you will need to install additional hard drives. On the cloud, the service provider has to ensure that there is enough space for everyone. As a client of a cloud service, you only know that you have any amount of space available. Now, let's discuss some advantages of cloud hosting. First of all, it's adoption time. Traditionally, ordering a new server takes time. Having it delivered takes some more, and then setting it up will only add up. Cloud-based servers are usually ready to use in minutes. The same is available for other cloud services such as file hosting, databases, and others. Then, the cost of adoption is a key selling point of cloud technologies. Most cloud services are used in a shared way, and as there is no exclusivity between the user and the physical machine, the cost of using a server goes down significantly. Also, from a client perspective, most cloud services adopt a pay-as-you-go model, allowing you to start using those services with minimal cost and scale the cost together with your business. The learning curve is also important. As a developer, you are not required to learn any system administration skills, as all these tasks are being taken care of. Most, if not all, of the interaction between you and the cloud service is done via a friendly web dashboard. Finally, the long-term maintenance is very important, and the nice thing of using cloud-based services is that the developers are not responsible for the maintenance of the infrastructure. The cloud hosting company takes this under their set of responsibilities. Let's take, for example, the Google Cloud API. This is a set of cloud-based services built, hosted, and maintained by Google. Anyone has access to these services, ranging from virtual servers to file storage, databases, and data analytics services. Also, The global scale of Google as a company ensures that you are always in the vicinity of a data center, so your access to the cloud services is very smooth and fast. As mentioned on the previous slide, Google also adopts the pay-as-you-go model, so everyone can adopt services without incurring a high cost. In fact, for first-time users, Google provides a credit balance, allowing us to test their services for free within certain limits. A few examples of services that Google is offering are computing services, meaning virtual servers, storage engines and databases used to store either files, unstructured and structured data, networking services, including virtual private networks, big data services, useful for data analytics and data intelligence, identity and security, to allow secured access and control the use of the Google API, and machine learning based services, which includes a service that we are going to be using in this section, the Natural Languages API. Looking in a bit more detail into the Google Natural Languages Cloud offering, this service can be used to understand and derive insights from unstructured text. In plain words, users can feed any kind of text in a number of languages, and Google will understand details such as separate sentences, the subjects that we are talking about, and even the sentiment of the text, this being negative, positive, or neutral. Just as an example, the second sentence on this slide will result in a slightly positive sentiment, as the word useful denotes a positive subjective impression about the insight's subject. If you're curious about this service, feel free to check out the Google Cloud website, as it provides you with a way to try out this service from the web browser. To gain access to the Google Cloud API, you will need to have a Google account. If you're already using services such as Gmail or Google+, then you already have a Google account. Otherwise, we are going to show you how to create one in a few minutes. Then, you will be asked for payment information. This will be your credit card details. Even if Google will provide you with a credit balance to use, they will still require your details in case you use more than that balance. Finally, you will need to go to the Google Cloud dashboard, accept their terms, and create a new cloud project. Now, let's have a look on how to log in or create a Google account if you don't have one. The process should be quite simple. Just head over to google.com and in the top right corner, click on Sign In. If you don't have an account, click on More Options, then choose to create a new account. On this form, fill in your details. If you prefer to use Google with your existing email address from another provider, this is possible as well. Now that we are logged in, let's head over to the Google Cloud website and log into the Cloud Console for the first time. The first time we will open the Google Cloud website, the first blue button will suggest that we can try out the cloud offering. This is because we don't already have a developer account. Let's go ahead and create one. You will get a form that you'll have to fill in with your contact and payment details. After submitting this, you will be asked to create a new cloud project, as everything in the cloud dashboard will refer to this new project. You can use any name and details for it. After the registration is complete, when we head back to the Google Cloud website, you will notice that the blue button changed, and the action now is Go to Console. This is a sign that Google identified us as an existing cloud user. Head over to the Google Cloud platform and check out the dashboard. This is the central point where you can control your cloud services and learn more about how to use them. We will not take the time right now to go through each item in the menu, as the Google Cloud offering is quite extensive. However, as we know we need the natural language service, let's head over to API and Services, identify that individual service, and enable it. By default, Google disables all such services as a measure of control. For your information, Google is not the only provider of cloud services. In fact, the market is becoming more and more interesting as the competition is growing and the quality of the offerings is only increasing. The other main competitors on the market are Amazon with the Amazon Web Services platform, Microsoft with their Azure platform, and many smaller providers such as DigitalOcean, OVH, and others. This is everything for this video.